Alright. Well, hello, I'm Jog, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. Last time, we had a rainy day and an uneventful day, and... Oh, Moni! Hello there! Hello. You see this cat here? Oh, it's adorable. Meow. I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray, poor little thing. I think I like this place. Hey, do you think this farm could use a good cat? Yes, I will adopt the cat. I didn't think the cat was going to show up this early, so let me go to my notes because there was some names. Okay, one of the names we had for a black cat was Solid Snake, the other one was Fuzzy Bear. Well, little Fuzzy Bear, you be a good kitty now, okay? So, animals actually now have uses. Well, they technically had a use before, but they now have extra uses. First off, to our valued Joja Mart customer, our team member has removed the landslide caused by that drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you all that our drilling operation is entirely legal, pursuant to the Intel L61091 Joja Co. Amendment. Responsible stewardship of the local environment is our top priority. We apologize for any inconvenience this accident may have caused. As always, we value your continued support and patronage. Morris, Georgia Customer Satisfaction Representative. Alright. The former Jog, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. Continue on next page. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With the kitchen, you'll be able to cook up any recipes that you have learned. Anyways, I hope you start feeling home at Stardew Valley, your local carpenter, Robin. So the animals can be out and about on the field. Also, our parsnips came in. We can pet them out on the field. That will increase their friendship with us. And there is a max. I believe you can also, and I don't know how much of a difference this makes, fill in their water bowl up here to increase friendship. I want to say that's how it works. Either way, we've got ourselves a bunch of parsnips. I apparently planted like 38 of them, probably more, considering the one got eaten. So that does leave room for more crops. Also, crops do come in different quality, and just from all those parsnips, we already hit farming level 1. However, I don't get the crafting recipe for the one thing until we actually go to bed tonight, which is unfortunate, because it's a scarecrow that would help prevent any crows from eating our crops within a certain range. But we also got parsnips of normal quality, silver star quality, and gold star quality. For reasons that we'll be going over later on, I want to keep the normal one and the gold, although the gold one might not be all that necessary, but there is technically a reason I want to try and hold on to it. That'll become evident when we get to later on. I think I will probably buy myself some more parsnip seeds. Or should I do something else? Shame that nobody... I get some comments, not a whole lot, nothing talking about, oh, what should we do with the mines or farming and all that. Because parsnips, the advantage of parsnips is that they grow fast, but they're not going to be the most valuable. Something like potatoes, I want to say is also cheap, but has the added benefit of sometimes getting like 2 or 3 potatoes per batch. So you can technically make more money off of that. Also, I'm going to leave this one empty so that tree can grow. I am also using up a lot of energy. Oh, right. Getting sorted. That's 100 for all the farming business out of the way. Reach farming 1 and capture Scarecrow. That'll happen tomorrow. Breathing animals. Build a coop. Robin, the local carpenter, lived north of town. In exchange for raw materials and money, she'll construct you a new building on your farm. You'll need her to build a coop or barn so you can raise animals. Yes, that is something that we technically can do. However, depending on how you want to do things, it might be best to hold off on creating a animal coop or a barn until after you got yourself a silo, because you have animals, but you're gonna have to feed them. They can technically feed themselves off of any grass. Oh, this is opening up now. Cool. we can't do anything about this today, but... Oh, hi there! It's for something later on, though. What an eyesore. This is the Pelican Town Community Center. Oh, what's left of it, anyways. It used to be the pride and joy of the town. Always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it. Shameful. These days, young folks would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. Oh, but listen to me, I sound like an old fool. Joja Corporation's been hounding me to sell them this land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. If anyone else buys a Joja Co membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Well, let's go inside. So yeah, this can be a big thing. I'll explain more about this later on, but he did mention a Joja membership, which is something else we can talk about after we get this whole situation truly started. What's this? Again, Vincent and Jasmine's been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. Well, if it's been left alone forever, then yeah, I don't blame it. Also, what the heck is that? Huh? What's the matter? Are you ill? Did you not see the green apple thing? You saw something. I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. Ah! You're worrying me. Look, I think I'm gonna head home. I need some lunch. I'll tell you what, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. So, yes, strange. I have to come back and explore the building further to find out what those apple-looking items were. Oh, it stops me right off here. Well, alright. Well, it did say to explore a little bit, and if we go all the way around over this way, we find this thing on the floor along with a yellow, golden apple. This makes zero sense to us. However, the cool thing is that, if you actually look at this, and you decide to put the time in, you can actually translate this. Like, this is a, like, one-to-one, like, whatever this language is, to English. So if you really want to, you could actually translate, and I think that's very cool. They could have just, like, made it completely random, but no. I'm not going to put the time in because, well, we will essentially be told what all this is, but just something to keep in mind if you ever so wish to try and actually translate it yourself. You got nothing for it. We still have to wait for another event to truly happen before we can do anything with it, but it's just a very cool thing. Get the birds, get the birds. Oh, for selling crops, we could have sold them at the bin back at the farm, but I want to bring them over to Pierre's. I'm looking for someone to bring me 5 coal for inspection. Clint. Alright, I'll be best friends with Clint before I know it. Selling to Pierre means instant cash. Also, you can see how much you're going to get for all of them. So, Silver Star Parsnip is worth 43. Anal Parsnip is from 1225 to, yeah. So it's about 35. So I'm getting about 15 coins per parsnip of, bonus. And I have exactly enough to buy myself that backpack. At the cost of not getting any more money or seeds until we do something. I think I'm gonna hold off and just buy myself some more parsnips. I think it was like, what, 38? Something like that. Because they'll only take like 4 days, so they'll be ready by the 9th? Yeah, because we plan them on day 1, 2, 3, 4, ready on day 5. So plan them on day 5, 6, 7, 8, ready on day 9. Also, I don't think it's somebody's birthday today. If it is, I don't even know if I have anything to even give. I should also save one spot in the middle for the Scarecrow for tomorrow, so I think I'll keep this space right over here open. Okay, I have one extra. That's because of that. I'll just grab out the hoe real quick. We can till the land. Grab you. You. What are you? And yeah. I'll put you away. I'll put you away. I will take out the axe and the pickaxe. I'm gonna head over to the museum real quick. We're gonna drop these stuff off, and then I say we head out and check out the mines. Also, I apologize. Like, feel like I'm choking on something. It's probably my own fault for having eaten like not even a half hour before I started recording. I don't want to complain, but it's just been a long day. It's actually Saturday, and I left house at like 20 to 5 in the morning, and I didn't get back till like 3:30 in the afternoon. It's Saturday. I want to get this done because I want to make sure in a worst case scenario I can have this edited tomorrow and be ready for out the door on Monday. Probably not the best, but I just want to try and keep ahead of everything. Ugh, abysmal. Not a single piece in the entire collection. So, what's going on? What's this? You found something, let me see it! Sure, here. I found it fishing. Remarkable. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail, but it is yours. I've got a favor to ask of you. Would you consider donating any artifacts or minerals that you find? We could make groundbreaking discoveries together. Oh, and who knows, if you can keep donating, I might come across some interesting items to send your way. Think about it, will ya? If you decide to donate, just bring the objects to the front desk. Yeah, the only issue is, just takes a little bit of time to get over here to donate. It'll become easier later on, but yeah, right now it's just a little further out of the way. Anyways, just donate these items, get them out of my backpack. It doesn't give us, but we do get 250 cash for that, so neat. Neat every now. Miss Penny says I have to read this book before I can go play. If you dig in the dirt, you can find some interesting things. One time I found a really old piece of pottery. I brought it to Gunter and he said it was over 1,000 years old. Is it really that old though? I don't know you. Yep, fair enough. Does that count? Yeah, that does count as talking to them. So, just something to keep in mind. And it's also a friendly reminder, you can only give 2 gifts a week. So, like, going up north, I won't be able to go talk to... I won't be able to give Linus another item. Also, I should have brought the sites with me, because one person was telling me there was a pathway up here to unblock? I guess he... Oh, maybe he's talking about this, but I do not know about this. This is new. Was this added? Was this added? I don't remember this. I remember that. I think the guy just wanted me to, like, clear things up, make things look nicer. Because there was also the location over by the community center as well. And I can't get up here. I didn't think so. I wish there was. I wish there was another ramp up that way. Because otherwise, there's only, like, one use for it, and... I don't even know if you want to even call that use even something, because it's literally like, oh, I think it's literally just a one-time thing. Ooh, a geode! That's a rare item that can be found by digging up rocks. You found the Geo! The local blacksmith can break it open for you. Who knows what might be hidden inside? Geos are probably going to be the biggest way you're going to be finding donation items to give to Gunter. Not all of them, though. I want to say there's a fair amount that you can get from mining, but it's also not everything. I was also really hoping to find a forgeable item, but nothing. Please don't destroy my tent. It's happened before. I feel so sorry for this guy. Some people are just truly awful. Howdy. What's down there? I just peered into this old mine shaft. Been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably some good ore down there. But, dark place undisturbed for so long? I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this with you, you might need it. It's dangerous to go alone, take this. Da-da-da-da! You received a rusty sword. Name's Mullen, by the way. I won the adventure guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. So the sword is essentially like the scythe. It doesn't cost you any energy to use, so just you can swing away. Also, because it's a sword, it has the added benefit. If you right-click, it'll essentially do a parry attack. Ooh. This guy right over there. I didn't think we'd find them so soon. It has a chance of dropping you... Yeah, had a chance of dropping you... In this case, I got... Blah, 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 blah. An aquamarine. But I want to think it has a chance of dropping you... geodes and other things as well. But not even speaking of geodes. That right there was a... copper ore vein. We got some jade. These are actually items that can be donated. So, if you want to donate to the museum, you're gonna blah, 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 blah. Keep that in mind. They're gonna have other uses. Probably more of the either A, the selling position, or B, the gifting variety. There's bug meat. I'll drink the cola. Bug meat doesn't have the most amount of use for me right now, but it could be turned into bait for later down the line. I think I'm going to try this one piece of wood, because we're not really going to be finding too much wood down here. Actually, yeah. If we kill the slimes, they can drop us items, so it can drop us slime as well as sap. Also algae, really. Ooh, these are some good things to find, though. Those can drop you a couple things. Part of me is now regretting that he didn't get the backpack, but... I mean, oh well. I'll get rid of the bug meat. We can get hardwood down here, which is not the easiest thing to find. Cave cares, another item that can be found down here. Again, not the easiest, but you do have a use for them for another reason that I'll hold off on to. They're not the most difficult thing to find. But cave cares also have the added benefit that you can actually eat them to get back energy or health. Because enemies will deal damage. Thankfully, though, because we're on, like, the higher floors, they're not going to do too much damage. But this place goes far. Also, keep an eye on the clock, because it is easy to kind of forget. Because remember, we have to walk all the way back home if we don't want to pass out at 2 o'clock. Now, the nice thing is that all these rocks down here, with just our basic pickaxe, well, most of the rocks, will be broken in just... one swing. The ore veins will take 2, so... Yeah, not everything's perfect. Better than nothing, yes, but not perfect. And I'm always in a situation of, especially like this early on, of like, oh, shoot, like, what do I keep, what do I toss? Because everything does have value. Even the stones, they do have value. I'll get rid of the hardwood. Honestly, hardwood, since we took the wilderness farm, is not the biggest issue. But as we go down here, obviously... Mining up the stones will give us some mining experience, and fighting monsters will give us combat experience. If you took the wilderness farm, how powerful you become, how high your combat skill goes, will also increase the enemies found out there on that farm. So something to keep that in mind. The mines, for the most part, are randomized. There are specific floors that are always going to be set up the same, and every 5 floors you will find an elevator that can take us back down. So, if need be, we can leave and come back tomorrow, starting right here on floor 5, rather than having to go all the way back to floor 0. Well, technically floor 1. Ooh, hold on. Again, another item I was expecting to find. A small glow ring emits a small constant light. Very nice. We will get rings, as that just showed. We can also craft some rings later on. So that one being a small light ring is not going to be the best. But you can, if you ever find... we have 2 ring slots. If I find another small glow ring, I can put that right there, and we can have 2 small glow rings, both giving me the benefit of, well, what they bring. That's another item that we can donate to Gunter, and what is that one? That is the Dwarf Scroll number 1. Gunter can tell us more about this. There's a couple of these that are going to be found out and about in the world, and I'm contemplating. I get rid of the quartz. Quartz should not be difficult to find, I'm hoping. These guys, these rock crabs. So, they obviously have a rock on top of them, but if you hit them with your pickaxe enough, they will lose their rock and can, well, be destroyed. Rarely, well, maybe not too rarely, but sometimes when you defeat them, they will drop you a crab, which is an item that you usually get from a crab pot, which I actually forgot to look at, because we technically do have the way to get it, because I got the level 3, but it costs wood and iron bars. Considering we don't have any ways of getting iron, that is a bit expensive. Ooh, this area is filled... Well, it's infested, so it is filled with enemies, filled with slimes. So the only way we're going to get out of this is by fighting. Because we have this rusted sword, it's not the best weapon. So, like, right now, this is not the... Well, it's a give-and-take situation. Also, if you parry, you will not take any damage. The enemies will take damage. It's a give-and-take type of situation. It's good on the fact that, okay, I'm not using up any of my energy on this floor. Especially when my energy is a bit low. On the other hand, it does mean that I'm kind of stuck until we actually get this floor over with. It's a little bit harder to get down because we have to deal with all the enemies on the floor before the staircase can show up. I don't think normal enemies... Well, I don't think any of the enemies will actually have a chance of dropping us a staircase. Also, I got slimed. That can happen every so often. They can give you status ailments. In that case, being slimed just slowed us down. Also, I don't know if the blue slimes have anything different compared to the green slimes. I know there are different types of slimes. So the blue slime might be more difficult or weaker than the green slime variants. I cannot honestly tell ya. I would, however, like to try to get down to floor 10, considering how far we are into this dungeon, but it is getting a little bit late. We still got some time left. Also, I like how these slimes actually got some angry eyes, because we actually started swinging at them. Not all of them get that, but it's a nice little added detail. Ooh, amethyst. Neat. We will need a bunch of copper, because we're going to need the copper to make a furnace, and then we're going to need 5 copper after that to smelt down bars. So, getting copper ingots, at least this far into the game, is going to be a little bit more difficult compared to later on. Once we actually get all the copper that we need for all the smelters that we want, then any extra will just be, well, extra. Also, I believe if you if you kill all the enemies on a floor, it slightly, and I do mean slightly, increases the chance of a staircase spawning. Case in point. I could really use something to munch on game. Well, it didn't give me anything to munch on, but it did give me some rubber boots, giving me +1 immunity, which should mean that I'm getting slime less often. I don't mean to be rude, but if you could drop me... Thank you! This stuff right over here is basic retaining soil. So the soil has a chance of staying watered overnight. It's not a bad item to have. This was kind of the stuff I was talking about in the previous episode, where if you're on the... oh my god, brain. If you're on the sand beach form. Might not be a bad idea to have that, because we won't have to go watering across all the time. Ooh, cherry bomb! Let me drop the stones for just a second. This guy will give out a small explosion. Not always guaranteed to find these from these little Dougie guys. It is a good chance, and we'll destroy a bunch of rocks out in the area, and yeah. There's another use for them. Actually, back up top, excuse me. You may have noticed a little thing, you might have noticed a little rock out on the top floor. Oop, I didn't realize it already hit midnight. I'll come back to that later on. Let me just leave the mine, because, oh boy. I think because it hit midnight, our character's going to be more tired tomorrow, so he's not going to get his full energy bar back. Which is fine. Also, we had Deep into the Mines, reached level 40. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on right now. As you can see, out of that entire day in the mines, I only got 2 pieces of coal. Finding coal, especially this early on, can be a little bit difficult to get. It can get a little bit easier on if you have the right skill class upgrades, but yeah, don't go crazy thinking that you're going to be having like an infinite amount of coal. And I think if we hit 1 o'clock, yeah, it hit 1 o'clock, so our character's going to be even more tired tomorrow. I'm going to put this stuff away, put away the axe. How about I keep you out? I can put you away. You take out one of you. Put you back. Oh, I need, I think it was like 25? Because, well, I'm already this late. Let's make our first furnace. I shall put you down over here, I guess. And put that in. I put the cave carrot away, because I don't need that right off the bat. And I guess we can donate the stuff that I got to the museum tomorrow, and after that we can go head back to the mines. Either way, first let's go to bed, because my character is exhausted. Hold up. Pet the cat. Meow. Try to pet the cat. I would recommend petting the pet, trying to pet the pet every day. There is a friendship score to go along with the pet, kind of like how all the villagers do. Anyways, farming level 1, watering can and hope efficiency +1. We can now make the scarecrow and basic fertilizer. A thing to note about fertilizer is that if you're going to put it down, you need to put it down the same day you're putting down seeds. So either fertilizer then seeds, or seed then fertilizer. You can't put fertilizer... for example, I can't put fertilizer down on the parsnip seeds because they've already been down for an entire night. I also hit mining level 1, giving me pickaxe proficiency, as well as making cherry bombs. In combat level 1, giving me 5 extra health, the recipe for a steady ring, and a bug steak. Bug steak is essentially a, we're dying situation, let's just try to make something. Also, don't forget to check the TV, because sometimes, one, your fortune can really help dictate, but also there are events that can take place. Oh, I thought my engine was gonna not go all the way back up. Okay. Yeah, you can find recipes by watching TV. Anyways, my sources tell me that you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you come pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the Forest Lake in the Stone Tower. I may have information concerning your rat problem. M. Rasmodius, Wizard. I see you've been exploring the old mines. You've got the adventure spirit, that much I can tell. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned my place in the Adventurers Guild. Be careful, Marlon, not Merlin. Which is a shame, because we already did that, but it didn't count because we didn't get the thing until after that. Use your first furnace to smelt a copper bar. Good kill. Oh, that's it? Okay, well we got nothing for it. Too bad. Let's just speed this part up because it's just still... Actually, hold on. I was gonna say, let's speed this part up because it's just dealing with crops, but first... Let's... Oh, I need fiber as well. Crafting. A scarecrow. 50 wood, 1 coal, and 20 fiber. I said it was 2 coal. Prevents crows from attacking your crops. It has a limited radius of about 8 tiles. So I want to say it says 8, but it's like... 8, and it goes like up by 1, down by 1, and it goes out the 8 tiles. So that would be like 1, 2, 3... And then 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 out here. So it would be like 8 up here, and then like go out in a circle-like pattern, so... yeah, it's interesting to say the very least. Anyways, let's speed this part up. Okay, before we actually head down to the wizard, hit the kitty. When your friendship with the animals hits max, I want to say they have a chance of actually dropping you or giving you an item. I believe the items are based around the pet, so cat or dog, and it's all up to chance about what they will actually give you. Also, friendly reminder, you don't have to water the crops. It just really helps because, well, when they're watered, they'll actually grow faster, or like at their normal pace, compared to just being left there dry. But yes, you may actually know where we're actually going, because I kind of showed it off last episode. We were essentially told the stone tower, which is over here on the left-hand side. Also, I think we missed it the first time, but I believe tomorrow... Ooh, horse rides, that can be good. There is a traveling merchant that always shows up. I believe it's like Wednesdays and Sundays in-game, but I could be wrong. I want to say it's those 2 days. And you can find some interesting and unique stuff from them. Anyways, that's not important right now. This is. Come in. I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truth. Mediary between physical and ethereal. Master of the 7 elements. Keeper of the sacred... you get the point. And you. The one to the rival I have long foreseen. Here. I'd like to show you something. Security! Behold! That's the, apple guy. Oh, don't hurt the poor thing! You've seen one before, haven't you? Yes, don't hurt it, though. They call themselves the Junimos. Mysterious spirits. These ones, for some reason, they refuse to speak with me. I'm not sure why they've moved to the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. So I found this tablet. You found the golden scroll written in an unknown language. Most interesting. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. I found the note. I say you couldn't have knocked, but it's technically it's your own house. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. One with the forest. What do they mean? Aha! You're scaring me. Come here! Yeah, no, you're definitely scaring me with that kind of face. Jeez. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients for the forest. Baby ferns, moss grubs, camel top toadstool. Ah, can you smell it? I think I'm gonna vomit. Here, drink. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. You only live once. Oh god. You have gained the power of Force Magic. You can now decipher the true meaning of the Geronimo Scrolls. Like, let's never go back there again. Okay, anyways, all jokes aside, because we can now decipher the scrolls, we now have options available to us. So, the community center. The Geronimos were saying that they'd be happy to aid us if we give them gifts. So, there's going to be a bunch of different things. The first gifts that we can give them are going to be crops of spring forage, which was the 4 items I put away in this chest that I was mentioning before. So, Daffodil, the Dandelion, the Leek, which I don't have room for unless I go to View, and the Horseradish. These 4 items that we can gift to the Junimo in exchange for their help. This being the most basic of gift to start off with, but it's honestly kind of necessary. Oh, I say necessary. It's honestly very nice because of how simple it is. That the game's not just gonna try and force you to do so much. Also, thank you, Daffodil, because I still need to give somebody a gift. Another Daffodil. I'll trim that little garden area in just a minute. So, because of this, we have 2 options. We can, 1, work on the community center by doing these Geronimo gifts. So, starting off with Spring Forage, Leek, Horseradish, Daffodil, and Dandelion. With that, the bundle is complete. We will get a gift for that, but I'm going to hold off on that for right now. And at least for the beginning, every time we at least complete 1 bundle, we'll get another bundle or another scroll or 2 set up in other locations. And each location can be based around different things. So, for example, this scroll is dealt with mostly foraging. So, winter, summer, we just did spring. We got fall. We got the construction bundle, looking for wood, stone, and hardwood. As well as the exotic foraging bundle, asking for unique items like the cave carrot, which I didn't bring with me. Alongside a bunch of other items. But you can see this requires 5 items, but there's like 9 up here. So you don't need 1 of everything. But you'll at least need 5 of... I at least need 5 of all these items up here compared to the construction bundle, which there's 4 things up here and 4 options. So I need to do 99 wood, another 99 wood, 99 stone, and 99 hardwood. Doesn't have to be in that order, just has to need, but it does need to be these 4 compared to this one, which could be whatever we get. If we go into our inventory, right over here is the community center. You can now use this to essentially just check all of the different locations. Also, on the bottom, it tells you the reward for completing all of this. So, right now in the craft room, if we do this, we get the bridge repaired, which we haven't actually shown off. The fish tank will get a glittering boulder to be removed. Honestly, not really worth it. But you see there are river fish, crab pot, specialty, ocean, lake, and night. So, this can give you a little hint. It's actually, again, I really like this because if it's your first time playing, it gives you an idea of like, okay, river fish. Okay, so I at least know these fish are going to be found in the river. I don't know what season, I don't know the weather. But I do know, oh, I want a sunfish. I have to go fishing in the river. I want a shad. Go to the river. Compared to like something like nightfish. Okay, I need to go looking for these creatures, but they're going to be found at night. The eel, the bream, the walleye. Like, I really do appreciate this. It's not the best thing in the world, but I appreciate how it technically is a great way for anybody starting off to essentially play this game and at least get a better understanding. We also got the Spring Crop Bundle, giving us a reason to get parsnips, green beans, cauliflower, and potatoes, rather than just being like, oh, parsnips are easy, so I'll just go full parsnips. So, this is one way of doing it, is we can help the Junimo out, give them all the gifts that we can, complete all their bundles, and get the community center more or less back up in running action. That's the first option. The second option is that we can instead sell out the Joja Co. and have them take over. I like to put amethyst above my mantle. Please deliver it sometime today. She wanted an amethyst? I could do it. I got another amethyst. just... She says today, but usually... Wait, hold on. Yeah, it says we have 2 days, so I can do this tomorrow. That'll be good, because that will help out our friendship with Robin. Howdy! I got some gems for you. I don't know, like, if there's a set order that people usually go for all of this. I'm just gonna more or less be putting them wherever I think looks good. That's a score level 1, they can go over that way. Also, don't worry about befriending him, you're not really going to. You only ever really see him behind the desk here, so... Oh, that's such a nice gift, thank you! You're welcome, Harvey. Can I do anything for you? Well, then take care. What you can do is get me that quest done so I can get some monies. Money. Anyways, let's come over here. Hello there, oh, Mayor Lewis! Hey, I was doing my nightly rounds and noticed that your first parsnip was ready. Congratulations! Ah, I sense you've been spending some time at that old community center. It's good to know someone's taking care of that place. Oh, thank you, that was very nice. Alright, Clint. We could shop if you actually are so interested. Like, oh man, I'm not finding enough copper ore. You could always buy it, but it's expensive. And spoilers, it's only going to get more expensive in the following year. But I'm also came over here to have you process these geos. It costs 25 cash, or guinea, as I think I'm going to call them. But he'll break them open, and we can find some items. There is technically a list. Part of that is based around the random seed that your thing will get. But the nice thing about how the list works is that there is a way to technically manipulate it. But it requires an item that we're not going to get for a good long time. What is my reward? Oh, cauliflower. Can I... Yeah, I'll come back for that later on. Essentially the way that you manipulate the system is that later on there's going to be a device that we can use back on our farm to open geodes ourselves. I think it costs 1 piece of coal, because like everything requires coal in the farm. But it'll open up a geode for you. However, whatever geode you put in will be one behind of what Clint just opened up. Is it just me, or does Abigail have an unhealthy interest in doom and gloom? Maybe I'm just too old to understand. It's Lewis' birthday tomorrow, so we'll have to try and give him a gift. Essentially, like, let's say we have Clint open up a geode. He opens it up and it gives us a diamond. Because I know that he just opened up a diamond, if we went back to our house and used the geode maker, or geode breaker on our farm, I know that we can get another diamond by having it do that. Now granted, that A requires us having the geode thing, and 2, being able to do all that. I'm feeling an urge to go shopping. I wish there was a mall here. This is such a small town. You can't avoid meeting everyone. I wonder what it's like to live in the city. Dad's coming back soon! Hope he brings me some new toys. Yeah, your dad's not actually here, is he, in town? You smell like grass. Well, I did just cut a bunch of fiber. I do work on a farm, so... So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind, but that's much later down the line anyways. Hello there! Do you know my dad, Demetrius? He's a scientist. I have a lot of fun helping him in the laboratory. If you ever see me, like, talking to somebody and then my character going like that, it means that I right-clicked on it again, because sometimes characters will have a lot of things to say, other times it's just a one-and-done thing. Let's see. Compost in the rabbit hole contains sufficient levels of carbon... sorry, I'll just find out some data, and I didn't notice you there. Do you need anything? Sometimes if you're gonna right-click on people or, like, trees and whatnot, it might be best to have the pickaxe out, just so you're not wasting a few moments of your time. Anyway, let's go back down to the mines. Not gonna lie, I usually spend a lot of time in the mines. Like, the mines is usually my major focus at the beginning of this game. Leather boots. So, footwear. 1 defense and 1 immunity. So this rubber boot. I believe technically we can sell this to the Adventurers Guild. But I'm lazy and I never do that, so I'm just gonna toss it. So this stinks. Right off the bat, getting to an infested floor. Defense should reduce the amount of damage that we take, whereas immunity, as I mentioned the previous in-game day, makes it so that we're less likely, I want to say less likely to get any negative status effects. Also, these enemies will drop us slime. I mentioned this before. Slime technically do have uses, and I want to say there's even a bundle for the Junimo involving slime, but there's also other things that can be put in instead. I mean, it's up to you. You can keep slime. There's nothing stopping you from keeping slime. It's just usually for me, unless I'm gonna try and get the one thing that uses a bunch of slime, which I've never used before. I'm probably not gonna care too much if I lose slime. Ow. I'm taking a fair amount of damage in this cave, and this is only the first floor. Well, it actually did give me the achievement, so that's cool. Not the achievement, but the journal entry. Initiation. Enter the Adventurers Guild, and... oh, how to win a friend. So floor 12. Unless it turns into a monster floor, I want to say... actually, it might not ever be able to turn into a monster floor. I think it's always going to be this floor with this layout. And if it's like this, I would not bother destroying any rocks, because usually floors like this that are, like... pre-planned out. Well, sometimes I'd usually have that. Minecarts will have coal in them. Not always, but in this case it did. From my understanding, the minecarts will actually have coal in them again, but they only get redone at the start of next year. So, coal, the minecarts is probably our best way of getting coal this early on. It's just, well, they're gonna be found falling in between. Also, what should we be doing with all of this copper that we're going to be getting? Should I build myself another furnace? Or should we focus on just trying to get ourselves enough copper bars to potentially upgrade one of our tools? Upgrading our tools is going to cost a fair amount of money, just a heads up. I think it was 2,000 for the copper upgrade, but I could be mistaken. But it's also going to require the 5 copper bars. So, again, I want to ask, what should we do? This is not my, but our adventure. Do we not worry about upgrading our tools until we get further down? Do we focus on just trying to get ourselves better set up? Do we save our money and buy ourselves a backpack? Do I spend more money, like, tomorrow and buy myself some more seeds so that we can get more profit from crops? Again, I really do want to hear what people have to say. I am curious about how we should proceed forward. If you have anything, any ideas, any suggestions, I really do want to know. Because yes, I am the one doing the series at the end of the day, but I don't want to be making all of the executive decisions. Like today, I got a little bit of ideas of what to do, but nothing major. And I'd hate to be doing something and it's like, well, we don't want to see mines. We didn't want to see the mines. We wanted to see blah 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 blah. I'm like, I don't know that if nobody says anything. Because I get it. The mining and the combat is definitely not for everybody. Some people enjoy it, some people hate it. And I think that's part of the reason why, like, Clint can actually sell you the materials that you need to actually upgrade your tools. At least to a certain degree. And I want to see the other ways of actually getting upgrades as well. For the later developments, but not always going to be the easiest. And then again, they probably should not be. Bug steak, I think is like, it's 10 pieces of bug meat, yeah. Oh, these guys down here, they can be a little bit of an annoyance to deal with. Also, cherry bombs. Copper ore and coal. So keep that in mind. Sap. I think I'm gonna toss a sap. I'm gonna take this earth crystal. So these guys will start off as basic bugs, but given enough time, they will do this whole deal where they go green. They're essentially turning into the flying insects and can be very annoying. It's one of those things of, if you're going to get rid of them, you want to try and get rid of them fast. Also, I didn't realize what time it was in-game again. I don't think I'm hitting level 20 by the end of this day. And this is kind of where things actually do start off, like, a little bit slow, like... I wasted so much time on the farm because I was watering my crops and going around town. But as we get further into the game, I think I mentioned before, like, to me, part of the thing is automation. We're starting off slow so that later down the line, we can eventually get things done faster. We're going to be coming down here, getting resources to make our equipment better, and we'll be getting some other equipment, such as sprinklers and the like, to get working on the farm done easier. I will take that, don't mind me. Also, you have to be a little bit close to the bombs. And the bomb can also damage enemies, so putting it down there where all those bugs were may have been the better option. I think also one of the bugs previously actually dropped me bamboo shoots, which is another crop we can technically find in, or plant in this season. It's already midnight, god dang it. Bamboo is okay, I guess. Don't really have any high or strong opinions about it. It just more or less exists to me. And, yeah, unfortunately, I guess this we're gonna be calling it quits. Also, this rock over here, I mentioned before, if you have a cherry bomb, you can blow that up. Not much that we can really do at this point in time with it, even if you get rid of it, but it's just something I wanted to point out. Also, here's the, I was gonna try and show this off, but never mind. I'm gonna be like, oh, here's the world if we don't have the glowstone ring, but, I don't have the space unless I'm tossing something. So, yeah. I guess the question's, well, I already asked the question, what are we doing next time? So, it's up to you. What are we doing next time? Do we go back down to the mines? Do we focus more on farming? Do we go fishing? Do we go around talking to the townspeople? What do we do? Do we build ourselves another smelter? Or do I smelt down these 20 copper ore to get myself the 5 copper ores that I need? What I should do is build myself another chest, because my inventory is a little bit full at the moment. Let's make you blue. And I'll worry about actually organizing all these things later on. Also, we can sell these. But I'm going to highly recommend, if you got a gold bar this early, do not sell it. There is a good use for that later on. Anyways, go to bed, me. No level ups. Oh well, a shame. Alright, next time we got a sunny day and another sunny day. So, what do we do in these 2 days? Starting off with a little bit of good luck, as well as the Queen of the Sauce, but I will try to remember to do that next time. So again, what do we do? The choice is yours and yours alone. So, until then, so long, farewell, and have a good one. Later!